Hey guys, good morning. Today is January 4th and day 4 of Wise Up, a daily dose of wisdom from the book of Proverbs for your daily life. I want to ask you this question. When was the last time that you pondered the steps that you take? When was the last time that you really thought hard about the decisions that you're making and the trajectory that your life is on? Well, today we're looking at Proverbs chapter 4, verses 23 through 27. And as I say every day, I encourage you to read that whole chapter today on the 4th, read chapter 4, right? But we're in 23 through 27. And I want to start by telling you a quick story. So a couple weeks ago, I was down in Arkansas, and I was walking from Jordan's house to her grandparents' house, and there's a construction site in between where they're building a new home, but it's a shortcut that leads from one gate of the yard to her grandparents. And so we were cutting through this site, and there were bricks and there were nails and there was rebar and all kinds of stuff scattered across this little site. And it had gotten dark, so it was really hard for us to see. And I remember that we were walking, but all we had was the light on our phones, and we were having to be very careful about where we were stepping. We had one phone between the three of us, so we had to be really sure about where we were walking, because the last thing that you want to do is step and get a nail in your shoe or trip on a brick and fall and hurt yourself, right? So as we were walking through, we had to be mindful about where we were going. Let me read today's verse for you. Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away crooked speech and put devious talk far from you. Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet, and all your ways will be sure. Do not swerve to the left or swerve to the right, but turn your foot away from evil. So think about that. When was the last time that you pondered the path of your feet? What does that mean, pondering the path of your feet? It means thinking about the decisions that you make, the direction you're heading, right? It's an illustration of somebody walking down this road or on this journey somewhere. And how do you get there? You walk, right? And the same is with life, is here I am in life and that's where I'm going, and what's gonna get me there is the decisions I make, where I decide to step, where I decide to go. And the other thing it says is keep your heart, guard your heart with all vigilance. What does it mean with all vigilance? It's with the, I guess, the kind of greatest awareness, right? And so he's putting this emphasis on us making sure that we're doing what we need to do and want to do to get where we want to go, right? God promises us a life. We, in trying to live out that life, have certain decisions to make, right? There are some choices we make in life that aren't going to bring about the life that God has for us. So God's wisdom in this proverb is teaching us this lesson, that our decisions are important, right? Sometimes we think that only our big decisions, right? Like, where am I going to go to college, or should I take this job, or should I get married, or whatever it may be. We think those are the decisions that matter, and everything else is just kind of whatever. Fill it in, wherever you can. But really, all of it matters, right? I knew there were potential dangers in that construction site, and I knew that the light was going to help me avoid those and see where the dangers were. The same way it is with God's word and with his truth, is that as we live our lives day to day, we have his word that can guide us. We have the wisdom that he has given us and those in our lives around us, whether it be a pastor, teacher, your parents, whoever it may be. He tells us elsewhere in his word that Satan roams around like a roaring lion, seeking to devour us, right? And so what decisions are we making that are going to keep us in the path of life that God has for us and away from the one who's trying to devour us? So really, that's our challenge for today. I just deleted it from my phone by accident, but that's it. That's the challenge. Ponder the steps that you're taking today. So maybe it's something that you say to your parents, but not only what you say, but how you say it. Maybe it's the decisions you make, the places you go, whether or not you decide to tell the truth. All of those things matter. The question is, are they leading you? Are they the proper steps to take you and lead you and guide you in the path of life that God has for you? So that's it for this morning. Hope you guys have an awesome day today, and we'll see you tomorrow.